It's Monday Night Live. I'm Ron Burgundy.
What is up, Defects? Just so you know, backstage while that intro was playing, that countdown, Guy was sleeping and Jay was Christina Aguilera genie in a bottle. So
if melatonin was a song, that would be it.
It. Oh yeah.
100%. Happy to be here on a Monday night. Good to see you, Muggs. Say what up to my boys real quick. Guy Forge, what up, brother?
What is up, Defects? Get ready for a jam-packed show. This is going to be exciting. We got a bunch of things going on tonight. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a week because I haven't seen you in a week.
Right.
So, hey, how you doing, Jay?
Good to be here. Another Monday Night Live. We're going to get it cracking. Like Guy said, action-packed. Matt, you got to hit that chair with a little grease.
I need a little greaser over here.
Little WD-40. Matt, can you do me a favor and take that hat off and show the love to the Defects and show them that high fade?
Look at that. Get that fresh to death.
Look at that.
Come on now. All right, he called me Chet the other night. I don't know what that means, but
he walked over to the car. I go, "What's up, Chet?"
Apparently, I'm Chet now because I got the fresh to death. All right, like Guy said. Big a lot of little news articles tonight, but cool. It'll be good because we get to we kind of get to go off in a tangent, which we're pretty good at. So I guess before we get into everything, we should probably do our sponsors, right?
Yeah.
God, Jay, do we have a new sponsor tonight? I heard you're working on somebody, right?
I mean, I feel like this channel should be sponsored by Manscaped, and I need some ball shaving products. So if anyone wants to do us a solid and maybe put a feeler out there to Manscaped. Listen, we need masculine trimming products on this channel. It's summertime. Right. Motherfuckers are itchy. Yep. Like, come on, hook us up. I need like Ball Bomb or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, and introing from ball shaving products and Ball Bomb to
Express Comic Book Pressing. Our buddy with the cleanest, smoothest balls in the business, Erod 212, will blaze your books, guys.
How do you know that?
Defects 10 gets you 10% off. He lost all his nut hair in a terrible pressing accident. He told me all about it. Not only does Defects 10 get you 10% off, Erod's also nice enough to pass along his discount from CGC and CBCS. Your presser's presser. Tell him the Defects sent you.
Does he put those in the humidity box as well?
Yeah. You gotta, man. And only in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Speaking of clean balls, go ahead.
Yes. Now flip-flop to the other side. We got Mutant Beaver Comics, one of the world's largest online retailer for exclusive variants. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. They ship worldwide. It's everybody's favorite Beaver. Come on, Defects 10% off. Tell Pat and the B-Man the Defects sent you.
Oh, God. We are literally not even 5 minutes into the show, and we've talked about manscaping, clean beavers, and Erod's balls, which were completely became hairless in a comic book pressing accident. So if you're new here...
he said a pressing accident. I don't know if he was pressing comic books.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. That's true. That's true. You know, if you're new here and you haven't left yet,
stick around
and, hit that thumbs up. Everybody hit the subscribe button if you're new. Let's get this fucking show on the road.
I always got to remember to hit the thumbs up ourselves. Like,
we don't usually do that, right?
3 extra ones,
All right. Should we do news?
Let's do news.
Run it.
Did we forget something? I feel like we forgot something. No? All right. All right.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
We're going to start off with one that just is a laugher. Let's just get it out of the way, though, because Sony is just, they're just doing wonders these days. Okay. Kraven the Hunter star calls his Spider-Man villain an animal-loving anti-hero. What the fuck is going on over at Sony? Are they just absolutely trying to tank the whole Spider-Verse just so, like, Marvel just takes it back? I don't understand what they're doing. Jay, help me, please.
Dude, I don't even know where to start. We could do a whole show on this.
I don't fucking understand this.
Kraven his name is Kraven the Hunter, but now he's the animal lover. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
It's gonna be Kraven the activist.
Yeah, seriously, bro.
I don't understand this.
Oh, like what? I mean, listen. Everyone tries to appeal to everybody nowadays, but now, you know, we got fucking Kraven's part of PETA. They're gonna have a whole little like PETA team, dude. And listen, I love animals, but I also love steak and pork chops. So I don't know what we're doing here, man. This is fucking crazy.
Guy, I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I just shook my head when I saw this. It's really not newsworthy, other than telling us that it's just a disaster over there. But what do you think, guy?
I mean, you might as well have bring in Jim Carrey to Ace Ventura to play the role. I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. It scares the shit out of me. I'm very, very worried for this movie.
And it's so funny in the comments, dude. Yeah, it's like he's wearing fur, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be anymore. Like that's what they're gonna completely change him.
But how do you do? I mean, I don't understand why. Why? We've been waiting for this character, like because he's a kick-ass character.
Let me tell you something. It's like people say, "Oh, stop complaining when there's small changes," and then they want to know why we complain when you fucking basically neuter a character. Did you see the little meme of somebody did it with Ace Ventura?
Yeah,
and they put you saw the little thing. That was funny. But this is just beyond. I got to be honest, you know, we try to talk about as much as we can. Like, we try to tie it all together. You're at the point where you can't speculate on Sony projects.
I don't think you could fucking speculate on anything anymore.
Well, that's right. That's a different discussion. But, like, these books, like, do you see what happened to the Morbius book? Like, that's a ASM key. That it just got drowned in how bad that movie was. I don't know. It's scary what Sony's got going on over there. It really is. So maybe we're jumping the gun.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
I can picture, dude, you going to see Kraven the Hunter, and there's gonna be PETA protesting outside the theater.
They're gonna be protesting with
why?
them.
They're gonna be excited for the movie.
I'm not. I got to be honest.
What are they going to just call it? Kraven? He's not Kraven the Hunter, right? He's just Kraven, right?
Kraven sounds like a snack. Like, I'm going to go grab some Kravens.
What?
Some chocolate-covered Kravens?
Yeah.
Is he going to use animals in the movie? My guess is yes.
He's going to ride them to places.
Yeah, something like that.
They're going to be such terrible CGI animals.
Wait a minute. I need to see. Listen, we appreciate. Last week it got a little heated in here, but I think it's a big Defects family. But I want to see the guys from last week that were kind of on the other side of the coin. I want to see if anybody's defending this tonight. I just need to know.
Put a little hand emoji up.
Just put something up. Tell me that I'm wrong. It's okay. Like, we could disagree. Like, we've made that clear. You could be in the chat and have a completely different opinion, and you ain't gonna get attacked, right? Like, you can't be attacking somebody in the chat, right? All right, so I don't think anybody's defending this one tonight, but we'll see in the comments. What if Kraven rides the hippo, Jay? That's what Murph wants to know.
I wouldn't be surprised. Murph has rode many a hippo in his college days.
Wow, walked into that one, Murph. Walked into that one. Let's keep it moving. A couple Thor, little things on Thor. Yeah, I have a feeling you're right there, Supreme. So the red carpet event happened, and it's had pretty good reaction. Some people are saying better than Ragnarok. Some people are saying not quite as good, like right there, but not quite as good. I'm hearing definitely not as comedic which I think Jay will be happy about. I think a lot of people will be happy about. And you know, I kind of said this to Jay today, and I think I more wanted to bring up this fact. And I said to Jay, I have faith in this movie for one specific reason, because what is name me one bad Christian Bale movie. I know it's not him as the star, but he has a major role. Can you tell me a bad movie that Christian Bale has been a major part of? And I just couldn't come up with one. So for that reason, I feel like it's going to be solid. It may not be great, but I feel like it's going to be solid. And so far, the reviews are pretty solid. So we'll find out in 2 weeks. But Guy, what do you think about that? Am I missing a bad Christian Bale movie?
They're out there. I don't want to, you know, they're out there. But for the most part,
Terminator. What was he in for Terminator?
For the most part, he's very good.
I thought Reign of Fire was good.
Didn't he play? Didn't he play Dick Cheney?
Did he play Dick Cheney? Newsies isn't bad. Terminator Salvation, was he like... He wasn't the mechanic.
Yeah, he was, dude.
Yeah, he was.
He was the mechanic?
That's when he was bone skinny, dude.
That was the mechanic?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was called something else.
I thought that was actually pretty fucked up, that movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it was...
I'd have to agree. Terminator... everything after Terminator 2 absolutely blew.
Yeah, well, Terminator movies are just a fucking Exodus, Gods and Kings. Okay.
Oh yeah, The Machinist. That's it. Not The Mechanic.
The Machinist. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute. The Mechanic is Jason Statham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know our movies over here.
I don't.
He played John Connor, Cheney. Yeah, I mean, some of these, what they're saying, they're award-winning movies, right? It may not be your taste, but they weren't like bad movies. Right? Terminator, I'll give you Terminator.
Good at
Terminator for sure.
Okay.
What's that?
The guy's definitely good at what he does.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
So, I don't know. Like I said, from what I've read so far, I try not to get into the reviews too much, but it sounds pretty good. Usually when you get a good mixture and you
Josh
get like...
Rev.
What's he saying?
Rev, Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle. I'll give it to you, Josh.
I mean, come on. Animated. But I hear you. Listen, there's some good candidates in the chat, and that's why I brought the question up. So, I don't know. We're gonna find out in 2 weeks. I like when I see reviews as like over the top good, I feel like something's wrong, right? Like it can't be that good. Like everybody can't love it. When you get a good mixture of like, yeah, it was good, it was solid, it was this. I have a little bit more faith in the critics when that happens. So. A little bit more Thor news. I know that's not really news, but this was kind of cool. We got a new clip, right? And you got a little bit closer look. Two things that I liked in the new clip. Did you see how the hammer broke apart and it was able to kind of go in different scatter? It was like a scatter shot. It was almost like buckshot. Did you guys see that? Jane Foster throws the hammer. It like scatters, kills a bunch of these black berserkers, and then comes back together. You didn't see that part?
It sprays.
It was like a spray. It was like a buckshot.
She's a sprayer.
I thought
okay, Jay.
I thought that was pretty cool. And then we got a good shot of this.
Oh.
All right. We talked about it when the first trailer dropped. Black Berserker, clearly now that's pretty much confirmed at this point. But people are making the comparisons looking a little bit like Venom. Feel like it's a little bit of a reach. I mean, the teeth, sure, and it's black, but besides that, I mean,
dude, that looks like a symbiote straight out of Clintar, dude. That like has null written all over it.
I mean, I want to believe that. You know what I mean? I want to believe that. And supposedly, from what I just read about an hour ago, they do call it the Necrosword in the movie. Could that be a rumor? Of course. Maybe it's just us wanting that, but that's what I just read. I mean, this would be fucking fantastic. If they start making those little minor tiny connections. We all want that. There's nobody that doesn't want that, right? Is it going to happen? I don't fucking know. I don't know. It looks pretty badass, though. I'm not going to lie. I like it. I like it
a lot.
This was on the thumbnail. Clearly clickbait, right, Guy? That's what we do here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Jay, did you read about this one?
I did. What
are you thinking?
I'm thinking he doesn't come back as Mr.
No, this is the Doctor Doom connection.
Yeah, no, I know, but it
Okay.
leads. It's basically the same article. Oh,
Sure.
I know we're getting Doom. How are we not getting Doom? His teleportation device in Doctor Strange 2, which I just started watching about 4 days ago. I didn't finish because it was fucking boring. And whoever told me in this chat that it was a horror movie is absolutely out of their minds, because it was absolutely no way, shape, or form a horror movie.
It was horror from Marvel.
It was
That's
horror
about
from
it.
Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's all you could say. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard, if you haven't seen it already, it's been months, guys. Mr. Fantastic gets torn to shreds. It looked like Play-Doh going through one of those little spaghetti.
It did. You're right. You're fucking right. It did.
I mean, there was no horror. Get out of here. But yeah, listen. I hope Doom comes. Books already been spiking. They're all over the app now. So I hope you bought them. I hope you bought all the books that everyone in the community's been talking about. Origins, first appearance is Guap. We all know that. But all those Doctor Doom keys, man, because
you just said Guap. I love it.
His time has come.
Guy, here's the quote. So this was, I guess they released extra footage and there was some voiceovers and shit. So producer Richie Palmer said, it's exciting that costume design by Ryan, I don't know how to say his name, is a really special treat. The detail of the teleportation device he uses to get into the scene is something we took from the comics. That's Dr. Doom's time platform. So on Earth 838, Mr. Fantastic has that technology. So are we just jumping to conclusions here, Guy? Like, do we actually think that Doom is somewhere out there, or is this just kind of like a cool nod to the comics, or is this maybe like a combination of both?
No, I think he's out there. I think that solidifies that he's out there and just lets you know what's going to go on. I think they're just leading into it. I think it's inevitable.
I don't know. I'm a little torn. Like, when I first read this, I kind of didn't put any stock into it. It was like, whatever. Like, cool. It was a nod to the fucking platform. But the more you think about it, it's like maybe they did it on purpose. It was like 838 was like just this. It was like the wish list, right? Like they just gave us like a bunch of stuff that we wanted, and maybe we never see it again. So I don't know. Jay, we've danced around this a little bit. How much information can we give on what we heard about Doom?
I mean, he's coming. If I'm Kevin Feige, I think Doom gets his own movie, dude. An origin movie, right? That leads up to because he has so much history. They can't go over all his history in a movie crammed in with the Fantastic Four. That's where it's going to get fucked up and rushed, right? Because they got to do their origin. They're going to have to do his origin, and his goes back. He's on his way. Who's it going to be? We don't know. We all have our ideas and guesses. That's what makes it awesome. I think the casting is going to be huge for his character, as well as the Fantastic Four. But I would love just to see a Doom movie. Just titled Doom, dude.
Jay, you don't think they introduce him and then get a solo movie? You don't think that happens?
I think it should be the opposite. I think they should bring in... I would like to see Doom brought in before the Fantastic Four and then lead up to the Fantastic Four in the end credit scene of Doom. I think that would be kick-ass. That's not going to happen, but that's how I would go about it.
So, Jay, what you're saying is you can't tell them what you heard. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean...
you totally avoided it.
What?
So, just let me know if you say you can't say it, then we won't. We'll wait until you
can. No,
fuck
it. Let's. You know us. There's no holding back. Go ahead, man.
It was your thing. So go ahead, drop it.
Just remind me what it is.
The casting and the type of character that Doom is going to be, and how that maybe leads into the fact that it is a solo movie, knowing that Feige doesn't do villain solo movies.
Okay. So,
and where he ends up with Secret Wars.
And this is just theory, guys. I think anyone's going to be Doctor Doom. I know everybody wants him to be Ghost Rider. I think it's going to be Keanu Reeves as Doctor Doom, and he's going to headline the whole movie. Me and Matt had the discussion. Matt, what else do we talk about?
Well, I get okay. So that's how we're doing theory. Just that's how we're gonna say it. So, Keanu Reeves as an anti-hero, not necessarily a villain. Okay, and that's how Feige gets away with doing a solo movie because he doesn't do villain solo movies, and that he will be helping in Secret Wars defeat Magneto. Correct.
Yep.
Okay. So take that as you may. That's all. That's, I don't know. I don't know how Jay's playing this one. I'm a little confused.
No, don't. I'm just shot, dude. My brain, I come up with, I think it's so much different shit on a daily basis that was Matt said it. He said it's going to be an anti-hero, right? Keanu Reeves is going to be casted as an anti-hero. Who else is it going to be? Unless, is it Ghost Rider? I don't think so, man. I think they go younger with Ghost Rider. I think he's, to me, I think that's a great casting for
Chad. I mean, usually Chad and Jay are on the same page, and Chad and Jay are completely on different pages. He said he's going to stop collecting if Keanu Reeves is Doctor Doom. I think it would be amazing.
That's because he won't be able to afford any of the books anymore.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's keep going. So I put this one in here not to read the story. I want to see if Guy can tell me, in your opinion, why won't Italians be offended? It's not part of the story.
Why? Why are we saying we're gonna be offended?
I'm saying why Chris Pratt's Mario won't offend Italians, according to the producer.
Because maybe they get a little offended by the generic voice of Mario throughout, like Super Mario, and the Nintendo games, and how he go Mamma Mia, because it's so corny, right? Maybe that's why.
No. Italians won't be offended by this because we're not pussies.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's it.
Wait, hold on. Go back real quick. Go back. I never even thought about this till I just see this, right?
Here we go.
So, I guess you would need an Italian actor to play Mario, right, Guy? That's kind of like... But is there any confirmation? Does Mario have a last name? I've never thought about this.
I have no idea.
It's the Mario brothers, right? So is his name Mario? Is it like Luigi Mario?
Oh, it's Mario. That's what it is.
It's Mario.
Yeah, it's Mario.
It's the Mario brothers, right? It's like the Forge cousins. The Forge.
Right, so it's Mario,
and
Luigi
Mario's last name too.
No, it is. It's Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Get the fuck out of here! I never knew that in my life.
Yeah, you didn't know that? When Jay first said it, I was like, I had a blank.
Mario's
and then all of a sudden,
plumber.
Yeah, the plumber. So yeah, there's the easy explanation for this is because Italians don't get offended. Period. That's it.
I'm half Italian. I'm you know what?
Not about this.
Fuck that. I'm making a stink, bro.
You're making a stink?
Yeah, absolutely. I want Chaz Palminteri playing Mario.
You haven't even heard his voice yet.
I don't care.
I could care less. I like Chris Pratt.
Oh.
All right. We talked about this a while back, and then again a couple new comic book days back. Marvel's Blade reboot, actress Milan Ray cast as key character. It's got to be the daughter, right? It's got to be the daughter. And we talked about this on Free Comic Book Day.
Yep.
Said this, we know Free Comic Book Days, sometimes there's so many of them out there that they don't really hold their value, but we said this is the one to grab. If you're going to grab one of them, and make sure it's a 9/8. Free Comic Book Day, Avengers, X-Men, Judgment Day #1, First Bloodline, daughter of Blade. We're not pushing a lot of spec books right now because of what's happening with the comic book market, but this is a book that you probably want to own. Don't buy it for $20. If you can get your hands on it for a few bucks, I think it's got a decent amount of upside. It's a ton of prints, so you definitely want one that's a 9/8 contender. So Anything to throw in,
Dude,
boys?
would that be the fastest? Would that be the fastest comic to silver screen in the MCU?
It would be.
It would be.
I mean, it's literally it's a matter of a year or two. I mean, right? Because Blade, I think Blade just got pushed, but it's either next year or the beginning of the following year. So, as of right now, yeah. As far as anything we've had planned, yeah.
Crazy.
That is. I didn't even think about that. Good catch. Good catch. It says free on it. If you pay over 20, then you don't have a brain. Well, I mean, a lot of these books say $5.99, and we pay over $5.99 for them. So,
yeah, to grab it on that free comic book day. You know what? I'm pissed. I didn't get one, and I'm sure they're over 20 right now. They
might be now, especially now. But if you a couple weeks back, you would have got them. Would have gone for free or $5 or something. You know. This is what you were alluding to earlier.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to give this one to Guy. So I'm going to read the quote to you, and you tell me what you take out of this. So Raimi, in the audio-only commentary, revealed how exactly Krasinski was cast as the leader of the Fantastic Four. Here's what Raimi had to say. It's so funny that Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige cast John because the fans had a dream of who the perfect Reed Richards would be. However, the director added, and because this is an alternate universe, I think Kevin said, let's make that dream come true. I've always really enjoyed all of his performances. What do you think of that quote, Guy? Does that kind of end the speculation that he'll be Krasinski going forward? I mean, Reed Richards going forward?
Well, he says, and because this is an alternate universe, that's like the kind of the key words we're looking at here.
Right.
And we've had information and we've had talks about this before and all the stuff that we know and kind of the stuff that we've known and we've heard behind the scenes that we haven't really brought out to a lot of people publicly and stuff like that we kind of knew this going forward, and we were very excited that Krasinski was going to be there, but not for the whole long haul, and which pisses me off. But I guess we got to go with the flow on this one. I don't think he's going to be there for the long haul. I think it was a great nod. Listen, the fans have a lot of power. Let's put it that way. You saw Rosario Dawson cast as Ahsoka, and that was a total fan casting. And look where she's going with it, and look how far she's going to go with it. So we're going to get a lot more of her. Maybe if the fans make a ruckus and I heard a ruckus in here. Did you hear a ruckus, Matt? I didn't hear a ruckus. I heard a ruckus. I don't know, name that movie, but besides the point. So, like, if the fans cause some commotion on this, maybe we can get them to stay, but I don't think so. I don't see it happening.
A lot of faces in here. What's up to everybody? Beast, Debo, DLC. That was the ruckus.
That wasn't the ruckus.
I mean, this is what we told you. We heard this even before, before this movie, that he wasn't going to be the permanent version. So that's what we heard, and now this is kind of we're starting to confirm that. So if you really want him as your Reed Richards, you're probably going to be disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. So,
I'm with Shaq, my man Shaq in the chat. He didn't really. That whole Illuminati scene, dude, I think they shouldn't have released it at first. That should have been a total surprise for when people went to go see the movie.
I think so.
And, dude, it was like, it might have been me, dude. It was just cheesy, bro. It felt like an 80s, like, it just felt very cheesy to me. I'm like,
it was corny.
It was corny, dude. I'm like, what is this? Like, I like the music, but, Professor X, I thought that was cool. But overall, I'm just like, that was fucking terrible.
That was one of the scenes that I least liked in the movie. The only thing that was if you took John Krasinski out of it and what's his name is Professor Xavier that's a terrible scene. Like, everything else about it is bad.
I was so hyped for it. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I mean? And then I'm just like,
It got good. It got good when when Xavier went into her mind. That's when it got good. And then it started, like, then she started stalking them. Like, I like that part of the movie. Like, I know it's not classic horror, but like for Marvel, like that was a huge step forward into that genre.
I didn't like the costumes, how everyone looked in their
I think it was meant to be that, to be honest. Like, they couldn't have thought that like that was a serious scene, because it just felt not serious at all. It almost felt comedic.
And again, if I would have seen, like, if it just popped up in the movie and I had no idea it was gonna happen, I would have been like, oh shit, like, you know,
Right.
I love Black Bolt, dude. But I was just like,
yeah, THD, Thunderhouse. That's a good point. It felt out of joint with the rest of the movie, 100%. It was almost like it was filmed
the whole movie,
separately.
it felt like two separate movies going on at once to me. That's exactly what it felt like. I'm like,
I'm glad it was short, right? It was short enough that like it didn't upset my experience, and the fact that the following scenes were pretty good, like with her stalking them and that little bit more of a, I won't even say horror, suspenseful vibe. You know what I mean? A little bit of jump out of your seat vibe. Like, I like that part. So I
agree 100% with what Frog Brawler's saying. It's like, how powerful is this? Like, who, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, listen,
I get it.
Overall, like the effects were cool. The CGI wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be.
It wasn't.
But listen, it's a movie I enjoyed. You know, we'll talk about other stuff I'm enjoying right now. But listen, if they recast this guy, big deal. Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Is everyone going to be that sad that he's not coming back? He didn't knock my socks off. I guess if you're an Office fan, maybe, right?
Fucking Murph.
Yeah. I love it.
He's done. To be honest, Jay, he's done more stuff too, and he's the stuff with his movie. What was it? The Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. Yeah, dope.
Like, he's phenomenal. He's a good director too. And if you saw him in what's it called on Prime,
Clancy. What is that?
Oh my god, dude,
that was so good.
He does such a good. You got to watch that show.
What the hell is it called?
That show.
John Clancy's.
Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy's. Somebody throw it in the chat.
The fuck he is. He's what he plays. What's his name? Oh my god.
It's been 2 seasons. They pushed season 3. Jack Ryan. Fucking phenomenal.
Dude.
Really good.
One of the best shows I've ever seen. Like, he does a great
very good.
Obviously he's typecast because of Jim in The Office. So like, I'm so happy he's gone away into different things, because Jack Ryan is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal show.
All right. The next one is a little bit of a rebuttal from a few weeks ago when we talked about Marvel not being at San Diego Comic-Con, because up to that point they said they weren't. They were doing D23 in August and no San Diego, but now they're going to be at Hall H Saturday night, July 23rd. This article came out 3 days ago, and then they did a little refresher on it that said a source said they're coming there basically with one movie. I'm sure they're going to talk about a bunch of other stuff, but they're really revolving around one particular movie. And people are kind of guessing based on that fact that it'll be Wakanda Forever. So they're going to show like an extended trailer, maybe bring the cast out, maybe they bring Submariner out. I don't know how much of a secret they want to keep that. But it sounds like we're going to get a big reveal for Wakanda Forever at San Diego Comic-Con. And then you may get other little teases, but it sounds like all the other big teases are still going to be during D23. But if you have Hall H, that's big. That's good. They haven't been there since 2019 when we got just an absolute, the beginning of the speculation craze of 2021 started in 2019 at Hall H in San Diego Comic-Con. So this is good. I like this. We're getting information in like a month, less than a month. So what do you think? A trailer, boys? We get a little Wakanda trailer. What do you think?
I think so. I think we get a little more. I think we get a tease of what's going to happen. Listen, we just talked about they're spilling all the beans anyway, right? We all know it's. I mean, are they going to keep any secrets? Were there any major secrets in Doctor Strange 2 as you watch the movie?
For the standard everyday fan, yes, right? Like everybody knew Clea was coming, but most people wouldn't. Like, sometimes we forget, like, we have the inside track for a lot of these things. not even inside information. It's just like we hear the rumors, we read the rumors every day. We're in the rumor mills. We could kind of dissect what's real and what's not in the rumor mill most of the time, right? Especially as you get closer. So we kind of miss out on that excitement of the reveal a lot of the times because we kind of know beforehand. So it's with us now, we almost are never surprised, you know?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, so we know we're getting Neymar, right? That would have been an awesome surprise. Just keep the lid on it until it happens.
It's hard. It's hard at this point.
Yeah, no, I get you.
That's
You
tough.
think we get a Doom teaser here?
I don't.
Wakanda? I don't think so.
Or what about Latveria?
Maybe. Yeah. I think that's the first Easter egg. Like the first main, like actual physical, real confirmed Easter egg will be something about Latveria. I think that's where, I don't know where, but I do believe you do see that first.
Where do you drop that though?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Mid-credit scene?
You know, Wakanda does have, you know, there is, you know, that whole storyline. So,
okay.
They could really drop that anywhere. I mean, they could fit that into a lot of different stories. It makes sense. What's the chat saying, guy?
Well, Chinmo agrees. Chinmo says Marvel releases too much info and always puts away too much in their trailers.
Yeah, man.
They have been more recently, right?
You know, people are going to see the movie. Let there be some type of surprise element to it, man. You know what I mean?
Old lady out of nowhere, Dr. Doom has been cast. Do you feel like there will be like a major surprise at some point in the next like 6 months that nobody sees coming? I keep waiting for that.
That would be awesome if they did. Like, I think they should try and catch us out of nowhere with some crazy shit. Like, all of a sudden, Gambit comes out of nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? No one's been talking about that for now like 3 years. Like, you know, like we had a Gambit movie in production, and then all of a sudden we haven't talked about it. Like,
what's the last major kind of surprise? What do you guys think?
The last major
was it Endgame or was there something after that?
I think the major surprise for me in Endgame was there was no end credit scene leading you up to anything. Basically, and that's why I feel like this phase it's just everyone has their own thing. There's no major connection to it. Like, so, you know, phase 1 and 2 and so on, they had all that Thanos and the Infinity Stones and they built up to that. This doesn't feel like it's building up to anything. I think hopefully with Black Panther 2 and Guardians, we get a hint of what's coming next, but we haven't got it. Like, there's talks of Secret Wars, but we haven't got really anything with that, you know? Again, talks of Mephisto, nothing. Like,
well, I think I was going to say Wanda had 2 big surprises in it. Oh, meh. I mean, they're not huge, right? White Vision. I don't think there was a couple tiny rumors about that, but like that was surprising to me.
I think if anything, the only buildup we got was maybe Young Avengers. We got all those characters, right?
Well, we kind of knew we saw that happening. Like, it wasn't like a major. So I think Wanda had two significant reveals, right? We had White Vision, which is still floating around out there somewhere, which I think that was a cool scene. And then the Darkhold. I mean, clearly the Defects weren't surprised by the Darkhold.
No, yeah.
But everybody else was. Like, that was kind of like, that came out of, you know.
Cthulhu was mentioned.
100%.
Speaking of mentions, Jay, why don't you read this one from former Trout?
Always love it.
$24 Canadian.
I can't read that out loud.
The butcher's looking thirsty over there, he says.
We know it.
Always.
Matt, why don't you give him a little something for that?
Yeah, we got to give former Trout. Former Trout's always good. Let's give him a little something.
Yeah.
Let me give him a little Eva. Where's the Eva clips?
Yeah, they're there.
Make it rain on me, Defects. Yeah. I can feel it. More.
We're due for an Eva show.
Yeah, we need one. Yeah, I was talking to her. I was talking to her a week or 2 ago. So, all right. Did anybody watch episode 3 yet?
I did,
because I didn't. And what did we say last week? We predicted the Marvel slump for episode 3. Did anybody watch it?
Dude, right off the bat, I enjoyed episode 1. I enjoyed episode 2 for what it was. I wasn't expecting anything but what we got, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty cool. I like the visual effects, how she's texting and the words are popping up behind it. Thought it was awesome. Teenage superhero, did great. Episode 3, I wasn't a fan of. It kind of pieced things together a little bit, but I watched it after I watched Obi, dude. I think that's the problem. I watched it right after, and I was like,
the same thing.
I was like, fuck, I should have watched it in a different order.
Omar S says episode 3 was great. So Omar S, let me ask you, out of the 3 episodes, where do you rank number 3? Because like we have to get kind of a baseline, right? Like Jay said he enjoyed 1 and 2, but he didn't like 3. So if you say 3 was the best, then I'm all over the map. But if you're saying that you still liked 1 and 2 better, then it kind of still is in line with what Jay is saying. So I'm curious to see what you think about that. So keep an eye on the chat for that guy. The news here, and this goes against, I kind of wanted to bring this up because last week in the chat that we were talking about how Miss Marvel was getting review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes by the fans. I think the opposite happened with the critics, that it kind of got review bombed in a positive way because it has become the highest ranked. Okay, Omar says he thinks they're all about even. Okay. It's the highest critic ranked show on Rotten Tomatoes for any Disney Plus show. I'm not talking only MCU. That's including The Mandalorian. To me, that seems like a little bit of a reach. I'm trying to be nice here. So how it got review bombed maybe by the fans, I feel like it's getting a little bit of a home cooking from the critics. Jay, Guy, what do you think?
Listen, I think it's good. I think it's a good show. I think it's well put together. I think it's geared at and thrown at the right people. I think it's fun to watch. It's enjoyable. It is not better than The Mandalorian. I mean, let's not get crazy here.
I don't even think you can compare the two, though.
You have the Mandalorian. I mean, brought us so much from the Star Wars stories, and it has such a following. I don't think this is brand new. This is creating some excitement, which is great, but I don't think it's anywhere near on par with The Mandalorian.
Yeah, but there's so much lore that comes along with Star Wars, and we all know the backstory. This is like something totally new, a new character old school people aren't familiar with. Even new school people, like how many?
And that's good though. That's good. No,
that's what I'm saying. I like how,
because let me tell you, I'm involved in it, and I wasn't really involved in this character at all.
And I'll tell you right off the bat, I've never read much. I haven't read any Miss Marvel comics, so it was a character that was brand new to me.
Clean slate.
Yeah, clean slate. So I'm learning from the show, as opposed to Moon Knight, which I read omnibus after issue after issue, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man. So maybe that's what I needed, a show
and
like
Thunderhouse says highest Marvel show, not Disney. So
no, but it's actually, I know that's what this says, but there's another article out there. It is higher. The Mandalorian, it was at a 94. It was either 94 or 93. Either way, this was above Mandalorian by 1% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics. But I love when Thunderhouse is in the chat because he always keeps us on our toes. And he said, They watch all the episodes, or they watch the first 5. He said, so maybe the best is yet to come. 100%. Now, you're going to have to really knock it out of the park to make me change my tune that Mandalorian's better on the episodes 4 and 5. But he's right. He's right. That there is more. Okay. And we talked about that last. Jay brings up a good point. I think we've talked about this as well, is that when you don't know the character, it's so much easier to like the movie or the show because you don't have that preconceived greatness of what you expect. You don't have that bar set. So if you don't really know who Moon Knight is and you watch the show, you may have liked it a lot better than Jay. If you want to know a little bit more about Moon Knight, perfect place. Go back 20 videos ago. Jay does fucking phenomenal Moon Knight breakdown. Phenomenal. So if you guys want a little tune-up on who Moon Knight should have been in the series, go watch that. That was pretty good. But yeah, people are saying in chat, views are down, but the critics are calling it great. There was some analytics, and I wanted to bring this up, and then we can move on. So Samba TV said, Miss Marvel is by far the most popular show among diverse audiences, which we kind of figured would be the case. Over-indexing among Black, Hispanic, and Asian households, according to our data. The show also resonated with younger audiences, which we knew that it would, as viewership over-indexed among Gen Z viewers aged 20 to 24. That makes perfect sense, right? And I think that's not like breaking news, but those are what the analytics are right now. So I'm curious to see how it ends. I'm enjoying it. Like, it's entertaining. Like, I haven't watched this one yet, so I'm not like super like into it, but I'm probably watch it tonight, to be honest with you. No, Tommy Meth would be involved.
Her best friend is hot, man.
100%.
100% hot.
Definitely. You guys want to do a quick review of the finale of Obi-Wan? You got whoever wants to start. Quick. Just tell me what you thought.
I liked it. It was good, enjoyable. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fanatic, so I don't know much, like comic book wise, but I think it pieced everything together nice. And I mean, why didn't you just fucking kill the dude? But then we wouldn't have got all the other Star Wars movies. So I thought it was cool, dude. Badass.
I love how they brought stuff together. Great fight scene. Great fight scene. We were all waiting for that. I think everyone was waiting for it. They delivered on it. You saw how Obi, I don't know if he got it powered back, but like he, figured out what the hell was going on. Let's just say that, which was great. And I love how Vader said that he killed Skywalker, like that, like just put it all together because you just remember. And then at the end, when Obi-Wan walks over to Luke and he says, well, hello. Like, it's just really cool because like that's how he greeted him later in life too. Like, it's just really, you could tell these guys concentrate and they want to deliver things that the fans are going to love. So those few things, even if like somehow you fall off a little bit, it brings you, it's like The Godfather, like just when you think you're gone, they pull you back in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need in these shows. I think that's what some of the shows are missing. So really, really
I like
cool.
that. I like that right there, Omar. I like that comparison because that's it, man. Everyone's entitled to their own shit. Like, don't get me wrong. The first couple of episodes of Obi-Wan it was a little tough to get through, especially the first episode. But that last one knocked it out of the park for me.
Yeah. See, I thought differently. I mean, when we came on and we saw after the first two episodes, I was like, I was shitting all over fucking Marvel because I was like, look at what you guys are doing for Star Wars. Look at all the money you're dropping. The CGI was blowing it out of the water. And then the third and the fourth episodes, I was like, holy shit, this is boring. And then it got better in 5 and 6 for sure. Feels like the Disney Plus, like that we know. First two are good, last two are pretty good. But I gotta be honest, episode 6 to me was okay at best, and it was saved by a bunch of great moments. Like, there was parts of the episode where I was just kind of like, okay, this is all right. And then you get an amazing fight scene, right? Like a fantastic lightsaber fight scene. And then you get the end, like Guy was talking about the ending, which felt great. It felt nostalgic. It felt for the fans. But overall, as an episode, like if I'm being critical on it, like it wasn't really well rounded. It wasn't a great episode. It wasn't a great written episode. It was just a lot of things that we love to see. And to me, that's what saved the episode.
Yeah. Yep.
It was weird how they had to, Kenobi just had to walk away from Vader, clearly. Like, what else would they have done there? But it just felt so forced. But I guess their hands were kind of tied there, right? Like, it just felt weird. It felt like they could have done something better there. Like, the beginning of the episode, it was okay, So to me, it was an okay episode that was saved by like 2 or 3 great moments. That's and I think that pretty much sums up the series. It was an okay series that was saved by a bunch of great scenes. You know, so that's coming from like not a huge Star Wars fan, you know. Definitely not on the Mandalorian's level, but definitely not Boba Fett either, right?
Yeah, that's probably a perfect way to put it.
See, Justin Shannon, Reva was the weak link. It was passing for me when it interrupted. Yeah. I mean, Reva, I thought she was okay. You know, I don't get the hate, but I also don't get the utter love, because I just think she was an okay character. I don't think there was anything super special about her. I felt a little forced at times. I think she played I think early on she was good, and it just kind of tailed off for me. And they're saying that she's going to get a spinoff. I don't know if that's something I'd be super interested in. You know, it wasn't a. I like the story behind it, but I just don't think she did an okay job for me. You know.
What's next?
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on.
Well, we got New Comic Book Day. But you guys want to talk about anything before that?
Yeah, we could talk about my buddy Davis Ryder.
There you go. Let me bring it up. Hold on. I don't know where you put it, Jay, so give me a second.
Hold on.
I found it. I got it.
You got it? Tomorrow night, guys, we have Nottingham homage to Something Is Killing the Children, Something Is Killing the Nelms. Nottingham #1 from Davis Ryder and our buddy Ben Mellow Fellow over at Whatnot. It's going to be a Whatnot exclusive. All 3 covers, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Our buddy Davis Ryder, you know he always hooks it up in the community. His shirts are on fire right now. His books have been on fire, and I think he probably I think he has more followers than anybody that's selling comic books on Whatnot. So definitely a good dude to check out.
These covers are fantastic. I think they're the limited. We don't have the data on the limited, but obviously the different colors are more limited. I don't know if one's a metal cover, but they're or not. I didn't mean metal foil. Some of these are super, super limited. 6 print of #1, killer homage. What a team up. Fantastic. I mean, what else can you really say about this?
Go get them. That's what you can say.
Boom.
Whatnot tomorrow night.
And listen, Davis is going to be crashing right here in a couple of weeks before Terrificon. So he's in for a treat.
I don't think he knows what he got himself into.
Oh, yeah. He has no clue.
Hanging with the defects. Guy, I feel like there's a return tonight of something that the people have been asking for.
I don't know. Are we doing New Comic Book Day first?
You want to do that first?
We're going for the return. Let's hit the return.
You want to hit the return first?
Let's hit the return. Since
guys, you want to see New Comic Book Day first, or you want them to see the return of something that we haven't done in a while? What do you want to see first? Tell us. I mean,
can I voice my opinion here, Guyuch? I'm so excited.
I think you should voice your opinion, Jay.
I'm so excited for the return. I think that has to be like the grand finale.
Oh.
The money shot. I feel like the return is a cool, good grand finale as well. But I want to see what the chat says. We got 2 returns and 1 New Comic Book Day so far.
Chat's going with return. Look at this. Chat
is going with return. You know what the great thing about being in control of the channel is? I don't have to listen to the chat.
You don't want to see me do a flip. Yeah,
you guys can write return all you want. I know I said I was going to go with what you said, but Jay made a really good point. Jay made a really good point. So we love you, chat.
New Comic Book Day it is.
New Comic Book Day it is. We're going to leave the return for the grand finale. Okay? Nice. I love you guys. But we're going to go with the return. I mean, we're going to go with New Comic Book Day. Here we go. So before I share, can I share this? Yeah, there you go. So you guys know what time it is. New Comic Book Day show. This is where we give our top 10-ish picks of the week for New Comic Book Day. No, not September. June 29th, 2022. We are almost at July. This is crazy. So we're picking books based on the cover, based on the story, or based on a little bit of speculation. Also, guys, you know our boys over at comicbookinvest.com have that new comic book day pull list. Chris Nelms, amazing article. He's got the full ratio variant list along with his picks of the week. So if you look at our video, you read his article, you're going to be fully covered for new comic book day every week. So without further ado, let's get into these books.
And every week begins with J, right? So here we go, guys. Venom Lethal Protector. It's number 3, but I wrote number 4 on there probably because I was hammered when I did these slides over the weekend. So it is number 3. David Michelinie, guys, and Paulo Sequeira. I feel like Sequeira is one of the best Venom artists out there, most underrated. His Venom is phenomenal. In this issue, solicitation reads, we get a debut of a new costume and powers, but it goes back to the early violent days of Venom. That's what I like to see. Loving the cover. So there you go, my first pick.
It's funny. It could be the defects on the bottom cover over there. I had flashbacks of our comic book for a second.
That's true.
That's
a good point. Guy, should we take a little break and maybe tell people to...
Well, you know, I mean, it could be about that time. Maybe we should tell them to hit the thumbs up. It's free to do it. I mean, smash that like button, maybe. I mean,
the Omar right here, dude. Paulo kills Venom, dude. He does some of the best Venom variants that I've bought.
I like that, Jay. You said the best, and I was like, okay, I could see that, but there's no question the most underrated, right?
Oh,
like you said, that
100%.
That's not even debatable. All right, good pick, Jay. Good pick. I like it.
Golf clap.
This was a good pick for Guy too.
Throwing in the white towel with this one. Throw the damn towel. I had to pick this one. This is such a cool cover, guys. That's the only reason why I picked this. I think the Thing is awesome on there in She-Hulk's corner. She's badass. She's ready to kick some ass. I love it. Absolutely love it. And if you don't know what it is, She-Hulk number 4. So there you go.
The concept of this cover is phenomenal. Like it I'm not like the art is good. Like it's not great. It's good, but like the
fun.
Concept is fantastic. I love it. Like this is like, if I'm like a kid and I see this on the shelf, like I'm just grabbing it. Like it's not even, I'm not even thinking.
That's exactly why I picked it.
This is probably the comment of the night. Frog Brawler. He's been here for a while. He's saying it's the return of Coaster A.
Wow, that's awesome.
Coaster A, aka the Butcher 105, is in the house.
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens, boys and girls.
Coaster A. Sometimes it
if you guys actually have seen all of the mistakes that I saved Jay from having on the slides from New Comic Book Day.
Wow,
they're so bad.
All right, this is me.
Yeah.
Marvel, Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, number 21. And guys, I'm picking these straight cover this week. Cover A, fantastic reds. I'm a sucker for a redhead. And we've seen in the past, Dr. Aphra covers have gone for a pretty penny. Whether it's cover A or the 1 in 25s, those have done numbers. And that 1 in 25, it's the 1 in 25 Sprouse, and it's the 50th anniversary. That doesn't happen that often. Usually they don't do that. I think it's happened a few times before. But Boba Fennec on the cover, badass. Thrown in the background, Guy. I don't know if you've seen that. Thrown in the background.
He's not sitting on the throne, though.
He's not sitting on it, but just saying. 2 amazing covers from Dr. Aphra this week.
Is it me already?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Deathstroke Inc. number 10, guys. Ed Brinson and Mikkel Janin. We get the origin story of Slade Wilson becoming Deathstroke. That I definitely have to read. And the first arc is titled Deathstroke Year 1. So we're getting that early, ruthless, cutthroat Slade Wilson turning into Deathstroke. How do you say no to this book? DC got to step it up,
I like
man.
Slade
Come on,
Wilson.
let's go. You gotta love him, dude. I mean, Deathstroke. Let me see in the chat. Deathstroke over Deadpool every day of the week for me.
I was just gonna pull your chain on that one. I was just gonna ask you, Deadpool or Deathstroke, Jay?
Every day.
Tell us how you feel about Deadpool, real quick.
Friends will be lost once again.
Wow.
Threats will be made. Hooters will be closed down.
Yep.
Wow.
Joshua Rubio, you're the best, bro. Appreciate you commenting from Facebook.
You are the best.
The best.
I love it. Guys, this is my second book this week. It's called Wannabes, #1 from Scout Comics. I'm going to read this a second because this is really cool and it caught my attention, so I wanted to bring it to your attention. It says Jordan and Walt love comics, especially those that follow the adventures of their favorite real-life superheroes. Jordan idolizes the high ideals and the selflessness of more noble heroes, but Walt prefers the street-level vigilantes who punish the bad guys with crippling force. Kind of sounds like us guys over here, right? When the 15-year-olds decide to don masks and patrol their neighborhood to become heroes themselves, they are easily beaten by a mugger and narrowly escape becoming stabbing victims themselves. Undentered, they try again, but this time there are guns, and this time there are radioactive canisters, and this time, well, read the premiere issue of Wannabes to find out. Enjoy, and it says enjoy the first issue of the nonstop title, and then afterwards, they're gonna have the whole story collected in one volume. So sounds like a cool thing. Kids trying to be superheroes, then all of a sudden maybe they get powers somehow. So
Samir Samau from Shit Show on here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
BLC says cheeseburger over hamburger. Would you guys agree or disagree?
I agree.
Never agreed with something more in my life.
But let me ask you this:
Here we go.
White American or yellow
White.
American?
White American all day. And if you don't know,
Cheddar, bro. Cheddar.
I understand cheddar. I
you didn't
understand
go to
cheddar. But if we're going with white versus yellow American, a lot of people haven't had a white American cheeseburger, and let me tell you, it's a revelation.
You want to get our channel taken down? Enough of this white versus yellow cheese talk. We're gonna lose fucking subs, guys.
It's a losing proposition. The Murph. You want to take this one, Jay?
Yeah, thanks for hopping back in. Go back over.
Come on, Murph. You fucking leave the show? Jesus.
Wow.
We're talking cheese, folks. Look, the chat's going crazy. The chat's going crazy. I love it. I love it.
Well, pick up one of these guys because it's looks like a cool book.
All right, let's round it out. Let's round out the picks this week. Avengers #57 from Marvel. So not really a series that I've read. I've read a few issues here and there. I don't read it religiously. So they're going up against. So I picked it because they're going up against Mephisto, and the solicitation says they'll need help from some of history's greatest heroes whose stories have never been told. So right off the bat, you know you're going to get some new characters in this issue, maybe the next couple issues, and there's actually a couple first appearances. We got first appearance of Sergeant Sardos, Soldier Supreme. And then a first team appearance of the Secret Invaders of World War II. So you're going to get a lot of new characters thrown out there. Could they be anything with legs? Who the hell knows? But if you're reading Avengers anyway, it's definitely a grab. And if it's kind of a light week this week, so maybe it's worth a grab, just to have something in your back pocket just in case. Honorable mentions, Guy Forge.
Always coming through with the honorable mentions. You got Harley Quinn #16 from DC Comics this week, guys. The origin of Verdict in this one. You got that crazy cover, A lot of shit going on. But you know what? Kind of digging that cover to the right, guys. What do you think? What do the Defects think of that cover?
Digging it.
Thinking we might be seeing a few more. So the variants coming up soon, but I don't know.
I'm just saying those variants are getting pretty popular. You might see some of those. You might see some of those soon. Who knows?
Souza Micah. Souza Micah.
Yeah.
Say it with me, Guy.
That chic is Souza Micah.
Souza Micah.
Souza Micah. We also got the Variants #1, guys, from Marvel. This is a 5-issue limited series featuring different variations of Jessica Jones. So
That's how women
I'm
comic
excited.
collectors look at us when we're walking around cons.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I'm a fan of Jessica Jones, so I can't wait for that show to start up.
Very good point made in the chat here. Looks like Michael Jackson. Kind of does.
Michael Jackson.
I'm not gonna lie.
What looks like Michael Jackson? Anybody?
This one? Maybe. I mean, Jessica Jones in here. You see it, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't see it.
He's talking about Harley Quinn, dude. Not this one. But on to the next.
Anyway, next up we got Red Man #1. There's only one Red Man that I know. But the creators of Ultraman introduced a new kaiju hunter on this one. So if you're following that, you got cover D there, looking in the TV screen. Got some crazy unicorn down there. Jay's happy to see that. Pick it up, guys. Iron Cat #1 from Marvel, 5-issue limited series featuring an unknown individual in the Iron Cat armor. Ooh.
Hey. We're replacing every other male superhero, so let's do it again with Iron Man.
Wow.
Was that out loud?
Hey, Spider-Man 2099, Exodus #3 from Marvel. First appearance of a new Avengers 2099, led by Jay's favorite comic book character, TV show, Moon Knight.
You mean this guy's still around in 2099?
Yeah, kidding me?
Public domain #1, guys. A whole lot of stories going on in this. This is a new series from Chip Zdarsky. So,
Jay, what's this one about?
Yeah.
This one is about the comic book industry versus comic book creators. And it's a Chip Zdarsky run. Listen, I'm most excited to read this week. I got to be honest with you. This and one more. There's going to be one more. But other channels picked them, so I don't want to pick them and, ride the same wave. But this is going to be something good. This is the first time someone tackled a topic like this in comic books.
Yep,
so I'm with you.
Exactly.
Well, next up, we have Jay's Saturday night extravaganzas. This is how Jay dresses when he goes out on Saturday night. Sins of the Black Flamingo. And just in case if you didn't know, that was Jay's nickname in 1984. From Image, Jay still has that mask.
Dude,
he hides it though.
I like this book.
Davis just texted Jay. I'm not sleeping over.
Dude, this is another book. This is what I was talking about. Sins of the Black Flamingo. A narcissistic, chauvinistic thief stealing artifacts in South Beach, man. I mean, does it get better than that? The costume.
Hey, you wear the jacket with no shirt on underneath.
Yeah.
Right? With the nipple
He's
out.
going to team up. It's going to be the Black Flamingo and the Crow. They're going to team up together, man.
Oh, I thought they were teaming up with the guy from Torpedo.
Guys, from Marvel this week, you have the excellent #4, first appearance of a teleporter named Toodle Pip. So
there's been like the weirdest first appearance. Has anybody reading this? Is this any good? Tell us in the chat. This just looks weird to me.
Everyone says you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I fucking can't do this, dude. Just looking at it.
And then last but not least, from Vault Comics, you got Mindset #1. Kind of looks like when you go to sleep at night and you look at your phone and then you can't sleep. So
that's how it looks when my wife hits the vape while the TV's on in the bedroom.
Wow.
Like
when you hit it or when she hits it?
When she hits it.
Got it. So you want to know what this one's about?
No?
A vape in a bedroom?
When an introverted tech geek from Stanford with dreams of changing the world accidentally discovers a form of mind control, he and his friends do something unexpected. They put the science into a meditation app to help users break their addiction to the manipulative technologies and platforms.
See?
And then obviously it goes on to murder and mind games and all that bullshit. So it's like Technology.
Smoke,
Get rid of it.
smoke 'em if
That's
you
what they're
got 'em.
telling you. Smoke them if you got them.
That's Matt on Chatterbait at 6 in the morning.
I don't use both hands on my phone though, dude. I'm on Chatterbait.
Pretty talented if you did.
Yeah, seriously. That's the new Comic Book Day show, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on that one. Like I said, CBSI, link in the description to Chris Nelms' new Comic Book Day pull list article. Check in every week for our top 10-ish picks of the week. We got you covered on new Comic Book Day.
Can we get into it? I'm excited.
I am excited as well. The chat is excited as well. I think the chat wants to kill me since I overruled them before.
I see it.
We had like 30 people leave because of that. So I mean, they left.
And then
they were like, I'm out of
back.
here.
They came back though. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I feel like there hasn't been enough hate, and this segment lets the hate fester.
It does. It lets it flow. I love it. Go ahead, Guy. Take it away.
Well, if there was any time to dance, now's the time.
It's the black flamingo right here.
Guys, it's cash it or trash it. I mean, how long has it been? It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you.
But without a dope beat to step two. Step two.
Step two. Yep. So here we go. Thank you, Jay. Guys, you know how this works. Maddie's going to put up the chat. Nope. Because we're opposite. We're going to put it up over here somewhere. Yeah, over there. Look, see over there? We're going to have your comments come up, and you know how to play. We're going to do a little cash it or trash it. I love it. Guys, get Frog Brawler getting started. This is we got a few things this week. I did a small little cash it or trash it. We're doing 4 little stories coming up, and we're going to see where we go with it. So
let's do it.
Here we go. First up, guys. In case you didn't notice, Emma Roberts joins Sony's Spider-Man spinoff, Madam Web. Let's talk about this a second. Emma Roberts joins Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Celeste O'Connor, Isabella Marced, and Tahar Rahim for Sony's Spider-Man spinoff, Madam Web.
All right. So can I go first?
I'm just gonna go to Matt, and I'm gonna say, Madam Web. Let's just put it out there because it's with everything else that's out there right now. Madam Web, take it away, Matt. Cash it or trash it.
I'm gonna just tell you right now. I am trashing everything else that Sony is doing except for this movie because they should just call it Smoke Shows Are Us because that's all they're casting. Emma Roberts, cash that 100%. This movie, I don't care what it is, to be honest with you. I could care less if it's good or bad. You have some... I listen, guys. I'm calling it like it is.
It's not like they're going to have like an orgy on the web.
I know that. It doesn't matter. In my mind, things will happen. This is just Rocket Ship Central, so I'm all good with it. It could be hot trash. I don't care. They're all hot. You could cash or trash. I don't care. I'm just looking at the girls on this one. So I'm going to say cash it.
Michael Baker says cash it, a.k.a. fine-ass bitches.
Yeah. Boom. Thank you.
Okay, Jay, because Matt totally surprised me with his answer.
Can we bring the picture? Can you bring the picture up again, Guy?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We talked about, the casting of Mario being Italian. What the that looks like a hairy Italian mole on her shoulder. What the fuck is that?
Dress. Her dress.
That's the tarantella. She's getting ready to do it.
Yeah, she's gonna do the tarantella on your head. I mean,
hold on. Madam Web looks like she's in 50 Shades of Grey in that picture. What's going on over there?
Madam Web looks like she's fucking coming, dude. What's going on?
Wow.
I mean, except I said 50 Shades of Grey. Jay just says, looks like she's coming. Like, there's no finesse with Jay.
All right.
She's actually sitting in our buddy Paul's wheelchair right there. You just can't see him.
Christ. She's sitting on Paul's face right
Paul's
there. You can't see.
Paul's there. Paul's upside down.
I mean,
Holy spiders, where you at?
You gotta fucking trash this, right? I mean, can it even? trash 100%. This is gonna be terrible. There's so many characters I want to see before I see some old ass lady, Madam Web, dude. No way, garbage.
Matt dumping Eva for spider sex. 100%.
Yeah, how about
can we get
a
I love you,
how about
Eva,
a
but
fucking Black Cat movie? Madam Web, get the fuck out of here.
Jay, I'm with you. I'm with
Trash
you,
that
bro.
shit.
I'm trashing it to the cows come home.
I'm okay with it. Give me the spandex. Next.
I think the consensus across the chat says the same thing. But here, this is gonna be fun, guys. This is a fun one. You ready? I'm just throwing it because we started talking about him already. There was some talks this week, and there was an interview on Stephen Colbert. What was that? What was that?
Go ahead, keep going.
Christian Bale said he would play Batman again under one massive condition. Do you know what it was?
I do.
You do? Matt, do you know what it was?
Sydney Sweeney's in the movie?
No. He said he would play Batman again if Christopher Nolan directed. Because they have a pact that they made while filming that they wouldn't do it without each other. So if he comes back, it has to be Christopher Nolan directing. So anyone cash that Christian Bale will be back as the Batman? Cash it or trash it?
I love him as Batman, and I love Nolan's take on all three Batman movies, but I do not see them doing more movies together. No way.
Would you like? How about? Would you like it though? Would you want to see
100%, yeah, 100%, dude, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a no-brainer. Like, you could sit there and say it's been done, and I don't want to see it. It was put to bed. It ended in a good place. Like, that's one half of my brain. Like, let's not ruin it, right? Go out on top. But then my other half of my brain is like, I want to see the magic again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was pure. I mean, to me, it's still Dark Knight. I'll say this until I don't think it's ever going to change. But to me, Dark Knight is the best superhero movie made, period. I know Jay's differs, but to me, cinematically, if you take all the aspects into what goes into making a great movie, to me, that is the best superhero movie of all time. And it's not even close. So
really adapted the dog.
I would cash it again 100%.
I cash it. They were some of my favorite movies ever. And if they worked together again, it'd be pure what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for?
Nirvana?
Not chemistry.
Bliss?
Like
Bliss?
pure, yeah, maybe bliss. Maybe bliss is the right word, Jay. I cash it. This is a fun one, guys. Wyatt Russell. He teased this week about the upcoming Thunderbolts movie and teased fans saying, just tell me when you want me to show up. Okay? If you guys did not like his depiction in the what was it? Winter, what is it? What's the name of the show?
Falcon Winter Soldier, yep.
Falcon Winter Soldier. I think you're crazy. I think he was awesome. And I can't wait to see him in the Thunderbolts. Hopefully, obviously, he's one of the team members. Jay, I know Maddie had to run out a second, but I think this is awesome. I'm taking it off the bat. And I'm just going to say cash it. I cannot wait for him to be in Thunderbolts if they're gonna go that route.
Now, what'd he say? What was his quote exactly?
Just tell me when you want me to show up.
When fucking Zemo tells you to show up, you show up, because that show is gonna be based on, it's gonna be all Zemo, dude. So I cash it. I liked him in Falcon Winter Soldier. That I know I'm gonna get flack in the chat. That was one of my favorite shows on Marvel because it just stuck to basic superhero bullshit, right? Nothing too clever, just some action, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for him. I'm mostly excited for Zemo. You know I'm a Zemo guy. I'm a villains guy, man. I'm ready for it. Cash it. Not so much cash him, but cash Thunderbolts.
I think he was good though. I think he played a great role. I think he played a great role. I think his role developed throughout the whole show. like all of a sudden you just saw the tweak in his
Oh
eye.
yeah,
Like, and fucking
100%.
the guy went bonkers. And then obviously when he was with the shield and the blood on, I mean, they played that role and that whole thing like perfectly. So we're gonna get Maddie to turn his screen back on, and I'm gonna talk to him. Matt, did you see what I threw up there before you left? Or
I
no?
did. I heard the whole thing. I heard you guys break down.
Great.
Yeah, I'm
What do you
cashing.
think?
I'm cashing. I think he did a great job as John Walker. He is John, like, right? Like, that's one of those characters where it's like, that's John Walker now, right? Not an iconic character, but still, like, that's your guy, right? Going forward for however long he's around, that's John Walker. When you start reading him in the comics, that's who you're going to see. He did. I think he did that good of a job. The show was good. I'm with Jay. Like, basic, is that like a new hashtag? Basic superhero bullshit. Like, that's like basic bitch. Like, basic
that's it.
superhero bullshit.
Your basic
I like that.
superhero bullshit.
Yeah, I like that. So yeah, I think he's got to be in it. And I'm sure he probably already knows that he's in it, but these guys all play games. I like it. I think Thunderbolts is going to be cool, or I should back up. It could be. Let's see what Marvel does with it. I'm not giving Marvel the benefit of the doubt anymore. They got to prove it to me.
And I think Jay had the best line. I agree.
Zemo.
Jay. When Zemo tells you to show up, yeah, I agree. That's great. I'm gonna finish this off with something funny, because I thought this was a good time to come back with this. And I know Jay loves him. So we're going to finish off with some Star Wars, guys.
Oh, my God.
And I'm throwing this out there. I thought this was the funniest line. And it's only because he understands. This is where smart people, and this is why I love him as a director. I love him as an actor. I think he's a really, really smart dude across the board. Taika Waititi joked when he was asked in an interview, and this was on Stephen Colbert as well. He said to him, he goes, "Are you going to ruin Star Wars?" So flat out, and Taika Waititi just started laughing. He goes, yeah, I'm going to ruin it. Yeah, sure. He goes, I'm a fan too. And he goes, I'm going to ruin it. He goes, I'm going to give them what the fans want. He goes, I'm going to give them a Jar Jar Binks story. That's my movie. So obviously he's joking about it and making fun of it. He knows how serious it is, what he's doing. And the fact that he got asked to do a Star Wars movie and direct a Star Wars movie shows you how good this fucking guy is. Now, Jay, go ahead, shit all over it.
I don't think he's that good. I mean, just school me real quick. What has he done? Maybe I don't know what he's done, and I've seen movies that I like. I don't get into actors and directors. I just watch a movie and I'm like, yeah, that was good.
I like him as an actor. I think he's a funny actor. If you saw Jojo Rabbit, it's a more of a serious movie, but it's a very, very good movie. I love what he did with Ragnarok. That's just a couple of them off the bat. So
2.
I'm just giving you 2 examples. Somebody want to sit here for an hour and talk about it?
Nah,
Did you ever watch What We Do in the Shadows, like the vampire?
What We Do in the Shadows is hilarious.
No,
that was good.
I don't know enough, but I'm gonna say trash it because of Ragnarok.
I don't know him per se, so I'm just.
I don't know him, but I'm just gonna trash it.
Oh God. I'm gonna cash the fact that he's trolling people. I like that. Good for you. I'm gonna trash him as a Star Wars director now. I may change that. I just don't know if it's the right vibe. I think he's good. I just don't know. I like what he does. I don't know if it's the right fit for Star Wars. And I want him to prove me wrong. He's starting to get I don't want to say typecast because he's not acting, but he kind of feels like very similar style, and I get that. I'd like him to prove me wrong in a Star Wars movie. Let's put it that way. So that's what I got.
I cash it all day. I'm again big fan until he proves me wrong. Let's put it that way. Then I'll start thinking differently. But he hasn't done that yet. So
all right.
So that's been Cash It or Trash It, guys. So welcome back.
We missed you.
No outro.
What is that? The funky chicken, Jay?
That's the black flamingo, kid.
That's that black flamingo. I got you.
See everyone at Terrificon doing it.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think that's it tonight. Short show. Not really, hour and a half, but we've been going a lot longer than that recently. So,
You know what my agenda is for tonight after the show?
do I know what your gender is tonight after the show? No, we don't have to discuss that here.
I'm gonna fill up a nice bubble bath, pour myself a glass of Chardonnay, smoke a
You gonna
nice
watch
Virginia
Jojo
Slim,
Rabbit?
and watch Jojo Rabbit in the bathtub.
You should. You should. You should. You don't even know what the fucking
Wow.
movie's about. Again.
I'm gonna guess a rabbit named Jojo.
No.
He's gonna pull out a little bit of Zemo and just watch Jojo the Rabbit in his bubble bath.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I knew it was coming. You can't surprise me with that.
Oh God. So where are we next? Terrificon, right? I think that's the only thing we got coming up. Terrificon shows every Monday. I feel like I'm supposed to say something else, but I didn't. What else am I supposed to say tonight? We talked about Davis's and Mellow Fellows exclusive. Definitely want to check that out tomorrow night on Whatnot. What else? What am I forgetting, boys?
The podcast.
Guy? Podcast?
Yeah, the podcast. Make sure you go watch. We're on like every streaming platform known to man. So
you don't have to always watch us. You can listen to us. Like if you're in
can
the
listen
car
to
so
us.
you don't crash.
Yeah.
Right?
you're driving. You're not going to watch us on the TV. You're going to listen to us. If you're at work and you're on the computer and you have your fucking Google thing over there, hey Google, play some fucking Defects.
Hey, Google.
Hey Google.
Hey, Google, play the Defects. That's it. Auction. That's what somebody just asked about.
There you go.
Oh, you told someone to do that?
I swear to God, I did not. Now, 2 people just said it. 2 people just said it in a row. 3 people just said it in a row. I did not say a word. We were talking about this. Maybe doing the first official Defects YouTube auction. We're going to talk about it. It was just an idea, fleeting idea. Obviously, we've kicked it around before, but the 3 of us have to talk about to decide like if we want to do that here. And so it might happen. It might happen here. Whatnot is still coming, right? We're definitely still doing Whatnot, probably August, September, somewhere in that area. But we want to do, people have been asking for the YouTube auction over and over and over again. We got to get Guy Forge involved. We got to christen him into the YouTube auction. You know, we got to jump him in. Dollars, right? We got to get him going. So we may be having something sooner than later. So we're going to discuss this and we're going to get on it. Defects on Whatnot. Yeah, just search for us. Pressable Defects. We're going to do, the first show is just basically going to be a fun show. Giveaways. We're just going to do giveaways all night. So you definitely want to be following us. As it gets closer, we'll definitely drop the link and all that. But if you want to see us, if you want to just search for us now, you can. We're on there. So
like we said last time.
Dave Cerrone, you can actually say horsecock?
Yeah, you could say
yeah,
it
we
on-
can. Yeah.
I will give you 1,099 reasons why I'd rather do it on YouTube.
That's exactly what I said.
That was great. No, but you said it last week. I'll give you 1099 reasons why.
Yeah, I know. That's why he said that last week.
An auction with Eva Super Chats? Yeah, we may have to load up on
We
some
might
new
need an
videos.
auction with Eva, dude.
That is not a bad idea.
Live
not-
auction with Eva.
Wow. The wheels
Wow.
are turning, Jay.
Wow.
The wheels are
Wow.
turning. Live.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Bow, bow.
Wow.
So maybe an idea was born here live on the Defects. That actually happens quite a bit. So
You
never know.
Rudy, hairy donkey dick. What?
I don't know,
What's wrong
Rudy.
with this?
I don't know, Rudy. You're worrying me sometimes, bud.
Win
Win a date with Eva.
Wow.
Yes.
Man, if we could pull that off,
Oh yeah. One
we're
lucky
taking that for ourselves.
one lucky winner gets signed underwear.
Signed used underwear.
I don't know. It sounds like people want us to do a little auction. It won't be a long auction. Let's put it that way. It ain't going to be a 6-hour marathon. I don't have the patience for that
Ain't
anymore.
nobody got time for that.
So maybe we'll do like a little 2 or 3 hour auction. If Gary wants to jump on with us, he's definitely more than welcome. If not, it'll be the three of us. Will you guys show up? I mean, it's just going to be fun, right? It's going to be a little bit more than just an auction. We'll make it worth your time. You know what I mean? So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that again next week. We'll see. We'll see if we can come up with some ideas for that. All right, boys, I'm done. You got anything else? Nothing? Jay, see you next week.
Oh, yo, we won't be here next week. It's 4th of July. See you in 2 weeks.
4th of July, we won't be here next week.
See you in 2 weeks.
Maybe we'll do a Tuesday show.
See you in 2 weeks.
I knew that was somebody. He lifted his hands up there.
Maybe we'll do a 30-minute impromptu live show.
Yeah,
see
30 minutes. Sure,
See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, see you in 2 weeks,
slides,
guys.
No slides, just a bullshit show. I don't know. We'll see.
Dave, I don't know if I'll actually sell anything. I'll just show up and say hi. So
maybe we'll do some basic defect bullshit. That'll be the name of the show. Basic defect bullshit.
Listen, I still want to do the game show, dude. We got to do the game.
We have to.
See, instead of doing a show
week.
next week, we could plan something and make it that much better.
That is such the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard come out of your mouth, because I guarantee we'll have off next week and we will not plan anything until Sunday night before the next show.
You are correct.
So, oh God. Anyway.
Happy
boys
Independence Day, everybody.
Enjoy your 4th of July, everybody.
Drive safe. Don't
Stay
blow
safe.
your fingers off.
And keep those Yankee wins coming.
There you go. All right, Defects. We will see you when we see you.